Hey everyone. Welcome back to AI Learn with Usman. Today, we're diving into something super exciting, generative AI. But before we get started, let me ask you, have you ever wondered how a computer can write stories, draw pictures, or even compose music? Let me know in the comments below if you've tried tools like ChatGPT or image generators like DALL. I'd love to hear your experiences. So, what is generative AI? Well, as the name suggests, generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that generates new content. This could be anything from writing a poem to creating a cool piece of digital art. Amazing, right? And here's a fun thought. If generative AI had a motto, it might be, why reuse old stuff when you can create something fresh? Okay, maybe not the best motto, but you get the point. But how is it different from other types of AI? Great question. To understand that, let's first take a step back and look at AI in general. AI, or artificial intelligence, is a big umbrella term that includes several subcategories. Imagine it's like a pizza with different toppings. Generative AI is just one slice of the AI pizza. Let's take a quick look at some of the other slices. Reactive machines. These are like robots and self-driving cars. They react to their environment but don't remember anything. Kind of like me when I forget where I put my keys. Limited memory AI. This type of AI is used to predict things like the weather. It remembers data for a short time. Imagine trying to remember your homework answers right before the teacher asks. That's limited memory AI. Theory of mind. This powers virtual assistants, like those chatbots that help you order pizza online. No, they don't actually think about pizza, but they're good at helping you order it. Narrow AI. This is like a personal shopper suggesting products you might like on your favorite shopping app. It's super focused on one task, like my dog staring at a treat. Supervised learning. It's used to identify objects in images or videos. Think of it like a really smart detective solving a mystery. Unsupervised learning. This is what banks use to detect fraudulent transactions. It's like your super suspicious friend who always thinks someone is up to no good. Reinforcement learning. Ever seen a robot play a video game? This is how they learn. It's all trial and error, just like when we learn to ride a bike and fall 100 times first. Now, here's where generative AI stands out. While many of these types of AI might generate some content as a side effect of their primary job, generative AI's main job is to create new stuff. Text, images, music, you name it. It's like the creative artist of the AI world. Let's make this even more relatable. Imagine you have a friend who's amazing at drawing, writing stories, and playing music. That friend's only goal is to create cool things for you to enjoy. That's generative AI. It's specifically designed to produce something new and unique. But here's a fun twist. Did you know that generative AI models fall into a lot of the categories we just talked about? It's like they're the multi-talented kid in school who excels in sports, music, and math. Pretty impressive, huh? So, how does generative AI actually work? Well, that's a topic for another video because it's a bit like explaining how a magic trick works. It's fun, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes. If you want to learn more about how these models generate text or create art, drop a comment below and let me know. I'll cover it in a future video. Before we wrap up, here's a quick joke to lighten the mood. Why did the computer go to art school? Because it wanted to become a master of generative AI. Okay, I'll stick to teaching and leave comedy to the professionals. That's it for today, folks. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more fun and educational content. And remember, the future is not just about using AI, it's about understanding it and making it work for us. So, stay curious and keep exploring. See you in the next video.